And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Winston. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. And this one caught by Max Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You got nothing.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Check 26. Hey, 18. Check that. We don't like you.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. But he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
I'm here all day. Go. 52, right 52. Your track. 52's the mark.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Ezekiel Elliott, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Screen from the thing. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Winston is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Crunch time, defense. Rush in, rush in.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Play action. Now Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Taywan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And finding the tight end Hooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Marr able to put this one through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Coming to you.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Trubisky will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved, because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done any. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. That is caught at the 7. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Winston to throw for it on 4. That's taken in by Callaway. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
First down, Winston. He completes it to Westbrook. And an alley to run. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up under.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Under 10, 10.
On first down, Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's caught here by Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Giants on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Watch Mike. Check.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready? Number 3. Hey, D-line,
Jameis now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Winston. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. To throw is Winston. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air again with Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it. Bring it. Mike's 54.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Elliott. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Marr now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Check 3, check 3, check 3!
They go to Elliott again. And he loses the football a second time. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Even. 4 down, even. Check 9, check 9. Hatchet. Ran, up.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for our visitors, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right Pocket got euros.
All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
Set, hut, 6 yards. Here we go. 30 bad, ready.
It's time to pick it up. Let's go for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job. Man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it?
What you need, tell me what you wanna give me.